Hello friends, welcome once again to Sibanjit's live video classes. I'm Ditishri. So today we are going to discuss number systems from quantitative aptitude. So the topic that we'll be discussing today is divisibility rules. Before moving on to the main discussion of the topic, I'd like to request you all to please do like our videos and subscribe our channel. And there is also the discussion box which will help you out if you have any discussions, comments or queries regarding our videos. So without wasting much of the time, let's move on to the main discussion of our topic. Okay friends, now after looking at the different categories of numbers, now we will come across to some of the divisibility rules. This is the first case for divisibility, that is when a number will be divisible by 2. How will we know that? So unit digit should be either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So when you are given a number and asked that find whether that number is divisible by 2 or not, directly check the unit digit. Okay, no need to follow the long division method as soon as you get the number, right? If you find that the unit digit consists of either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, okay, if they have any of these numbers, then directly you can say that that whole number is divisible by 2. So some of the examples here are, if I ask you 1310, that is this number divisible by 2? Directly we will check this unit digit. Okay, so we have a 0 here, 0 here. So we know that whenever a 0 is placed in the unit digit, then this number is divisible by 2. Okay, next number you see 2412. We'll not divide it in the long process. Okay, we'll just check this unit digit, which is 2. So if we have a 2 in the unit digit, then also it will be divisible by 2. The next number is 3619. So check the unit digit, it is 9. So is this number divisible by 2? No. Why no? Because we don't have 240246 in the unit digit. We have a 9 here. Okay, so this number is not divisible by 2. So for 3 it is sum of all the digits should be divisible by 3. Okay, and for 9 it is sum of all the digits should be divisible by 9. Both are almost the same, but you must keep in mind that when you take the sum of the digits, if it is divisible by 3, then only it will be divisible by 3, and if it's divisible by 9, the sum of the digits, then only the entire number will be divisible by 9. So first we have 1095. Now let's check whether the sum of the digits is divisible by 3 and 9 or not. So 1 plus 0 plus 9 plus 5. So when you add these numbers, we get an answer of 15. Okay? Now is 15 divisible by 3? Yes. So definitely this number is divisible by 3. Let's check it for 9 also. Is 15 divisible by 9? No. So that means this number is divisible only by 3. Okay? Moving on to the next one is 1123. Let's take out the sum first. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. So the answer will be 7. So now let's check, is 7 divisible by 3? No. That means this number will not be divisible by 3. And is 7 divisible by 9? No. That means this number will neither be divisible by 3 nor 9. Okay? Next example you see 2, 3, 6 and 7. So when we add the digits, what will we get? 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7, we get an 18. Okay? Now see, is 18 divisible by 3? Yes. That means this number is divisible by 3. And is 18 divisible by 9? Yes, again it is divisible. So that means this is also divisible by 9. So this entire number is divisible by both 3 and 9. So moving on to the next is 4 and 8. How will you know whether a number is divisible by 4 and 8 or not? So for 4, the condition is last 2 digits should be divisible by 4 or it must be 0, 0. Okay, check the last 2 digits. Okay, if it is divisible by 4, the entire number will be divisible by 4. Or if you have 2 zeros at the end, then also it will be divisible by 4. For 8, the condition is you have to check the last 3 digits. If it's divisible by 8, it will be divisible by 8. And if it is 0, 0, 0, then also it will be divisible by 8. So let's check the examples. First is 2, 5, 1, 2. Let's check the last 2 digits. It is 12. Okay, so 12 is divisible by 4. That means 2, 5, 1, 2 is divisible by 4. Now 5, 1, 2. Is it divisible by 8? Let's check it out. Okay, so for 8, first what we have to check the last 3 digits. So here in this case, the last 3 digit is 512 and 512 is divisible by 8. So this entire number will be divisible by 8 also. Moving on to the next example is 2500. Okay, so look at the last 2 digits. It is 0, 0. So whenever we have 0, 0 at the end, then that number is divisible by 4. Now let's check it whether it is divisible by 8 or not. So for 8, we have to check the last 3 digits. And in this case, it is 500, which is 500. And 500 is not divisible by 8. So this is divisible only by 4 and not by 8. Next is 23064. So for the divisibility with 4, we have to check the last 2 digit again, which is 64. And 64 is divisible by 4. So this is divisible by 4. And for 8, it is 064, which is again divisible by 8. So this number is divisible by both 4 and 8. The next one is last 2 digit is 00. Okay, so we have a 00. So yes, it is divisible by 4. And last 3 digits is also 000, which is divisible by 8. So this is also divisible by both 4 and 8. The last example you see 19033. Last 2 digit is 33, which is not divisible by 4. So that means this will not be divisible by 4. And for 8, we have to check the last 3 digits, right? So last 3 digit here is 033, which is again not divisible by 8. So hence this number will not be divisible by 4 and 8. Next, moving to 5. Okay, how do we know whether a number is divisible by 5 or not? Again, check the unit digit. If the unit digit is either 5 or 0, then the entire number will be divisible by 5. Just look at the example here. First one is 28950. Unit digit is 0. So yes, it is divisible by 5. The next one is 46995. What is the unit digit here? 5. So that means this is also divisible by 5. The last example here is 31983. Check the last digit, which is 3. It is neither 5 nor 0. That means this is not divisible by 5. Moving on to the next one is 10. So to check whether it is divisible by 10 or not, again you have to go for the unit digit. Now in this case, the unit digit should be 0. Okay, keep in mind only 0. So the example here is 44890. So unit digit here is 0. That means it is yes divisible by 10. In this example 38965. Unit digit is 5. But for the case of 10, it must be 0. So this is not divisible by 10. And in this example, unit digit is 3, which is not 0 again, and hence this is also not divisible by 10. Okay friends, now let's try to analyze the case when you are asked to find a number is divisible by 7 or not. Okay, so what you have to do then? Multiply by 2, subtract the product from the number obtained by the remaining digits and continue the process. This is just the step which you have to follow, but how to do that? Let's try to do this with this example. So now 3563 is the first example. Now you see first step is multiply by 2. So what you have to multiply by 2 is only the last digit. Okay, so remember, last digit you have to multiply by 2. So in this case, what is our last digit? 3. So the first step here is 3 into 2. Last digit, multiply by 2. What is the result? 6. So when you find the result, just go to the step, subtract the product from the number obtained by the remaining digits. Now 6 is the product obtained, and in this number, what are the remaining digits left? 3, 5, 6. So our next step will be 3, 5, 6 minus, subtract the product. Product is 6. So answer is 350. Clear? This is the first step. Now continue this process. So until and unless you obtain a 2-digit number, till then you have to continue this process. Now you see the next number which we have obtained is 350. Now repeat this process. What is the last digit here? 0. So 0 into 2, which is 0. And what are the numbers left? Remaining digits? 35. So in next case, what you have to do is 35 minus 0, the product, which is equal to 35. This is the answer obtained. Now you have to check whether this number is divisible by 7 or not. Now 35 is divisible by 7. So that means this entire number 3563 will also be divisible by 7. Okay? This is the process which you have to follow for the case of 7. Now let's see this example, which is 1623. What is the first step? Take the unit digit or the last digit, multiply by 2. We get a 6. Clear? Then what are the digits which is left? 162 minus the product, which is 6. Okay? So here we will be having 156. Clear? So again, repeat this process. What is the last digit here? 6. So 6 multiplied by 2 will give us a 12. Then follow the next step, that is we have 15 remaining digits. So 15 minus 12 is a 3. Now is 3 divisible by 7? No, this is not the case. So we have to remove this step. Okay, as 3 is smaller, it is not divisible by 7. So we have to stop our step in this particular step only. Okay, so then we have to check whether 156 is divisible by 7 or not. So 156 is not divisible by 7. Okay, as 156 is not divisible by 7, this entire number 1623 is also not divisible by 7. So in these two examples, this is not divisible by 7 and this is divisible by 7. Okay friends, now let's move to the case of 11. Okay, so the rule here is difference of the sum of its digits at odd places and sum of the digits at even places should be divisible by 11 or a 0. So what does this rule explain? That first we have to find out the sum of the digits at the odd places, then even places, and then we have to take out the difference. The difference, if it is divisible by 11 or it is a 0, then only the number will be as a whole divisible by 11. So let's look at this example. We have the first one to be 2, 5, 6 and 3. So whenever you count the odd places and even places, the first one, okay, remember from the left hand side. From the left hand side we must start, and this digit will be position 1, or you can say the first odd place. This will be 2, this will be 3 and this will be 4. Okay. So now the digits at the odd places are 2 and 6, and the digits at the even places is 5 and 3. So first what we have to do is sum of the digits at odd places. So odd places digits are 2 and 6, right? 2 and 6 are the digits at the odd places. We have to take the sum, which is equal to 8. Next, sum of the digits at even places. Okay, what are the digits at even places? 5 and 3. So 5 and 3. What we have to do then? Sum them up, means add them up, and we get an 8. After taking out the sum, what we have to do? Difference, means subtract. So both these answers we have to subtract now. So the next step is subtract 8 minus 8, which is a 0, right? This is the first step, second step and third step. 8 minus 8, that is the resultant of these two steps must be subtracted, which is 0. Okay, so now what it is saying that should be divisible by 11. The answer which you get here should be divisible by 11, or you must get a 0. Then only the entire number will be divisible by 11. So since here we have got a 0, that means this whole number, okay, this entire number is divisible by 11. Clear? So let's check out this example. 505019. So first what we have to do, find out the odd and even places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So first is sum of the digits at odd places. So what are the odd places digits? 5 plus 5 plus 1. Clear? So this results in an 11. Okay. Then the next step is sum of the digits at even places. So even places is 0 plus another 0 plus a 9. Okay. So what it is resulting to? 9. Clear? So what we have to do then? Both these answers we have to subtract. Okay. So what is the resultant? Which is 2. Now 2 is neither divisible by 11 nor it is resulting in a 0. Okay. So that means this number is not divisible by 11. Okay friends, now let's see the case for 13. Multiply last digit with 4, add the remaining digits with the product and continue. So what we have to do here is, first we have to multiply the last digit with 4. In this example, the last digit is 9. In the first step, we have to multiply by 4, which gives us a 36. Okay. In the next step, add the remaining digits with the product. Now what are the remaining digits? 6, 5 and 3. So 6, 5, 3 plus the product, that is 36, and it will give us 689. Okay. So after this, continue. We have to continue this process again. So here the last digit again is 9. So then 9 into 4, which gives us 36. Next step, remaining digits 68. 68 plus product, that is 36. Your answer will be 104. Okay. So now what you have to do is check whether this 104 is divisible by 13 or not. Okay. So 104 is divisible by 13. So what we can conclude that as this is divisible by 13, so this entire number will also be divisible by 13. Okay. The next one is 3003. The same rule we have to apply. Take the last digit, that is 3 into 4, which is 12. Then add the remaining digits, that is 300 plus 12. Okay. So which will give us a 312. Continue this process. We have 2 here into 4 will give us 8. Then remaining digits is 31 plus 8. 39. So here the answer is 39, which is again divisible by 13. That means this whole number will be divisible by 13. Okay friends, now the next number is 70. The rule here is that subtract 5 times the last digit from the remaining and continue. Okay, so the example here is 3978. So we have to check the number 3978's divisibility with 17. So first step here is subtract 5 times the last digit. What is the last digit here? 8. So 8 into 5 means 5 times the last digit. 8 into 5, which is 40. Okay. The next step is subtract 5 times the last digit from the remaining. Now what are the remaining digits here? 397. So 397 minus 40 minus this product. Okay. What will be the answer? 357. Okay. Continue this process. What is the unit digit or the last digit here? 7. So 7 into 5, which gives us a 35. Then next is remaining digits, 35 minus the product 35, which is 0. Okay. Whenever we get a 0 or the number which is divisible by this one, then we can state that this entire number is divisible by 17. So as we are getting a 0 in this case, that means this whole number is divisible by 17. The next one is 11084. Same process we have to utilize here also. What is the unit digit? 4 into 5 will give us a 20. Next take the remaining digits, that is 1108 minus 20. Okay, minus the product will give us 1088. Okay, so again you have to repeat this step. What is the last digit? That is 8. So 8 into 5 will give us a 40, and the remaining digits here is 108 minus the product, which is 40. It will give us a 68. Okay, so now you see that 68 is divisible by 17. Clear? So as this 68 is divisible by 17, this means that this entire number is also divisible by 17. Okay friends, now let's see the case for 19. Add 2 times of the last digit to the remaining number and continue. So the example here is 101156. Let's check it out for this. So the first step is 2 times of the last digit. So which is the last digit here? 6. 2 times of the last digit is giving us a 12. Add it to the remaining number. So what is the remaining number here? 10115. Clear? So add it to the product, that is the 2 times, which will give us 10127. Continue the same steps again. Last digit 7 into 2 is 14. Add to the remaining number 1012 plus 14, which is giving us 1026. Again continue the step. 6, which is the last digit, into 2 is giving us a 12. remaining number here is 102 added with 12, which is giving us 114. Then again continue this step. What is the last digit? 4 into 2, which is 8, and then remaining digit is 11 plus 8 is giving us a 19. So 19 is divisible by 19, so this entire number will be divisible by 19. Moving on to the next example, 12521, the same procedure will apply and see. What is the last digit? 1 into 2, which is 2. The next step is add it to the remaining number. The remaining number is 1252 plus the product, which is 2, and the answer is 1254. Okay, repeat this process. Unit digit is 4 into 2, which is 8. Take the remaining digits, that is 125 plus the product, which is 8. It is giving us 133. Again we have to continue. Take the last digit. 3 into 2 is giving us a 6. The next step is added to the remaining, that is 13 plus product 6, which is equal to 19. 19 again is divisible by 19, which tells us that 12521 is also divisible by 19. Okay friends, now let's see the divisibility rules for the following numbers. So when we have the number 6, how do we check its divisibility? It must be divisible by both 2 and 3. Remember, 6 is a multiple of 2 and 3, right? So you have to check that the number which you are asked to find out whether it is divisible by 6 or not, it must be divisible by both 2 and 3. Even if it is not divisible by a single number, the whole number will not be divisible by the given number. Okay, if it is divisible by 2 and not by 3, or divisible by 3 and not by 2, it will mean that it is not divisible by 6. Important point is must be divisible by both. Okay, both the numbers. So for 12, it must be divisible by both 3 and 4. For 14, 2 and 7. For 15, 3 and 5. 18, 2 and 9. And for 20, 4 and 5. I hope this is clear to you all, but let's do this with the help of an example. So let's check whether these two numbers are divisible by 6 or not. The first one is 3218. Okay, it is asked whether it is divisible by 6 or not. So for 6, what we have to check? We have to check that it is both divisible by 2 and 3 or not. So let's check it for this one. 3218. So first we have to check for 2. So for 2, what was the rule? We have to check the unit digit. If it is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, that means it is divisible by 2. Since we have an 8 here, this number is divisible by 2. Okay, but we have to check it for 3 also. Okay, so let's check it for 3. 3218. What was the rule for divisibility of 3? That all the individual digits sum must be divisible by 3. So what is the individual sum of this? 14, correct? So 14, is it divisible by 3? No. That means this entire number is not divisible by 6, because it is divisible by 2 but not by 3. Okay, let's check the other example, that is 3288. Let's see whether it's divisible by 2 or not. We have an 8 in the units digits, so yes, it is divisible by 2. Let's check whether it's divisible by 3 or not. We have to add the individual digits. So 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 8, which is equal to 21. Now 21 is divisible by 3. Okay, so this one is divisible by 3, which means that this number is divisible by both 2 and 3, and hence it is also divisible by 6. So this is the rule which you have to follow for the numbers 6, 12, 14, 15, 18 and 20. You have to check whether the given number is divisible by both the numbers or not. Okay? I hope this divisibility rules is clear to you. So friends, this was all about the divisibility rules. I hope it was useful to you all. For more upcoming topics, you have to wait for our next videos. And for more updates on the videos, you have to like our videos and subscribe our channel. So with this, I'd like to wind up today's session. I'll be back with more topics for you all. Till then, take care and goodbye.